Welcome to the module, Promotion and Marketing. Today we will focus on the topic of brand identity and philosophy. What will we learn through this presentation? The objectives of this presentation are to arise your identity and philosophy, to integrate them with your creations, to conceive the architecture of your professional brand or your product's brands. Let's start with a refresh. What's a brand? A brand or trademark is a name, a word, a symbol, a design or a combination of these elements having the purpose to identify a product, meaning an object or a destination or an organization or an individual or an idea. Use a brand for selling a product as a strategic choice because the brand helps to make the product recognizable among other products mainly through the sense of the sight and of the hearing, to identify the key features of the product and to keep them in mind, to transfer the producer's values to the product and finally to the consumer, to guarantee a standard quality for the consumer, thus to build the customer's loyalty. The power of a brand is its expression capacity related to the identity, brand identity, the image, brand image, the positioning, brand positioning. We can define the brand identity as the set of expressive elements used to transfer the values. We talk about the brand image by referring to what the consumers perceive about the brand. We speak about the brand positioning by referring to the enhancement of the distinctive attributes of the brand face to potential buyers. What a brand is made up of. It is a combination of a name, also said brand name, a symbol or logotype, also said brand mark, a slogan or payoff. The brand is a visual and acoustic concentration of values. It evokes the identity and the philosophy of the producer, product. The name. The name can refer to the producer's name or to the product name or both of them. There are no fixed rules to design them, but the naming is a result of a positioning strategy. It can happen that the name could be totally set apart from the existing ones and from the producer's name in accordance to a defined strategy to open or to penetrate a peculiar market. For sure, the name should be evocative, apply to the emotional and imaginary side of the people, arouse curiosity and interest, and bear the main seed of a defined identity. The logo. The symbol or logotype refers to the image associated with the name. It can be an illustration, a vector image or a graphic elaboration, finally a mix of them or more. There is no limit to creativity. In some cases, it can simply coincide with the name. Black or white, though colors, baroque or minimal, it may be designed according to the fashion trends and the cultural contexts. The payoff. The slogan or payoff can be intended as the USP, unique selling point or proposition, of the producer, product. It is what a producer, product promises the potential buyers. In a few words, it forecasts the solution to a specific need of the market. The UPS is a strength point that differs the producer, product from the competitors. This concept is translated into a concise sentence or few key words conceived in such a way to be memorable. The payoff has to impress the consumer's minds. Branding. Branding is a pathway leading to a complex architecture and the related activities that are formally indicated in the brand manual. The brand manual is a sort of storybook telling about the brand conception and the design, the brand dissemination and management, the property protection and the legal defense of the brand. How to create a brand? Let's see the process step by step. First step. Think about the elements featuring the producer, product identity. Think about the story and the evolution of the producer, product. Think about the features of the producer, product. Think about the iconic or visual elements that can represent the producer, product, vector, colors, object, animals. Make a list of the strength points. Choose the most representative elements to be told. Case. You are a bike tours designer in the Alps. You live in Cortina d'Ampezzo, in the heart of the Dolomites. You are an early sport trainer degree graduated in Padua, but also a mountain guide. You spent your first life decades by studying, doing sport and working in the local restaurant your family runs. You love mountains. You are full of energy and ideas to improve local people's life and tourism sustainable offer. You intend to set definitively in your native place and work here. Your identity could be resumed in the following features and facts: young and full of energy, fond of mountains, social engaged. Second step. Think about the producer, product philosophy. This term refers to the mission, the vision and the values related to a producer or to the values related to the products. The mission refers to the way you make your ordinary activities and get your objectives. The vision is the future scenario you are working, engaged for. The values are the things that you believe are important for living and working. They determine the priorities of your decision. Product values are the key features that can solve a need, problem, and progressively transform the product use into an advantage or a benefit for the users. Case. Recalling the case of the sport trainer living in Cortina d'Ampezzo, you can resume the philosophy like this. Mission. Working and living in a sustainable way. Vision. Running your own sport and tourism business and contributing to improve green tourism in Dolomites. Values. Respect for environment, attachment to the roots, solidarity, health. Third step. Think about the name of the producer and/or the product. The naming is firstly a brainstorming process. Think about the story and the evolution of the producer, product, that is the identity. Think about the features of the producer, product. Make a list of the key and redundant words. Choose the name among them and eventually elaborate it into a new form. Make a benchmark research to validate it. If the producer, product approaches foreign markets, consider the meaning and the cultural impact. Follow the following simple criteria to make the most suitable choice. Originality, personalization, memorability, understandability, readable, proximity to the chosen target. Originality and memorability are the result of creativity, interdisciplinary cultures and mainly of rhetoric art, by applying the figures of speech, assonance, alliteration, similitude, chiasmus and so on. Understandability and readability are both requirements for memorability. You need to work on the choice of the font, the terms, the language. For instance, you may apply to international words or Latin terms that are present in common speaking everywhere. Proximity to the target is one of the marketing imperative. You need to share a culture context, including so far languages, to approach the focus market segment. You also have to try to advance the specific need you are ready to satisfy, considering also the importance of the keywords and the tags in web research. Case. Recalling the case of the sport trainer living in Cortina d'Ampezzo, you can imagine naming the business, Marco Godina Dolomites Bike Tours. Marco Godina stands for the name of the individual. That is unique regardless. Dolomites refers to a defined and worldwide reputed tourism destination. That is a fact a large number of people knows. Bike tours shows the core business, that is to say the offer of a sport vacation or a leisure activity by bike. The terms, bike, and tours, can immediately catch the attention of the people searching for that kind of holiday experience. Fourth step. Create the logo, image or symbol, of the producer and/or the product. This is a creative graphic project you can delegate to a dedicated communication agency or manage on your own if you are experienced in graphic programs. The logo should evoke the values of the products and stimulate the imagination, tickle the intelligence, strike the hearts of the potential buyers. Consider that you need to integrate the name and the eventual payoff to the logo in the aim to get a harmonious brand. The color's choice in promotional marketing is not subjected to specific rules, but it is influenced by several factors: trends, fashion, anthropological and cultural archetypes, psychological moods, male and female preferences, technical imperatives due to readability, like combination of colors, or printing practice. For instance, red is the symbol of vitality. This color is used to stimulate. It is not by chance that is a warning color too. Yellow is the color of the energy and of the creativity as it recalls the sun power. Green is the color of nature. It stands for life, peace, calm and reliability. Orange is the color of the optimism. Blue inspires purity, trust and positive attitude. Violet is magic and elegant. Brown and its casual nuances recall handcraft and food production. Gray recalls the metal, therefore it inspires durability. Black and white are non-color. You can choose them if you want to be essential and minimalist. Black is mysterious and powerful. White is pure and good. The logo colors are identified in graphics production by means of method code, RGB, CMYK, Pantone. The logo size is fixed in cm/inch. One of the best-known tourism logos is the Sol of Miro, the first abstract logo applied to a destination brand. Case. Recalling the case of the sport trainer living in Cortina d'Ampezzo, you can imagine associating to the business this image: blue, R equals 0. G equals 128. B equals 255. This image evidently recalls a person biking. The line refers to the slope of the Dolomites. The blue color can suggest a feeling of purity recalling the mountain's air, an idea of healthy state that can produce the outdoor sport practice, the open sky panoramas you can enjoy from the heights of the Dolomites, and in parallel transmits the idea of trust a local bike guide should inspire. Case. Once you set the logo, you can adjust the font's type and height, the color of the name to the image style: Marco Godina Dolomites Bike Tours. Font: Matisse 18 pt. Black, R equals 0. G equals 0. B equals 0. Here is the combination of name and logo. Fifth step. Create the payoff, if you want to reach effectively the potential buyers. The creation of the payoff is firstly a brainstorming process. Think about the points of strength. The SWOT analysis is the ideal tool to be used for this exercise. Select the key points. Individuate the key features your competitors do not have. Choose the key feature that can be an advantage for a large number of consumers or a unique benefit for a specific target. As per the naming, follow the following simple criteria to make the most suitable choice: originality, personalization, memorability, understandability, readable, proximity to the chosen target. And always consider the meaning and the cultural impact. The payoff must be concentrated in a few words or in a short sentence. It must be a quick and trenchant promise or call to action. Sometimes it can be translated into song and music, jingle. If it succeeds, it can become viral. We cannot forget to mention one of the most iconic tourist city destinations. The logo of New York, designed in the 70s of the last century, remains one of the best known, most attractive and effective brands in the world. Case. Recalling the case of the sport trainer living in Cortina d'Ampezzo, you can imagine integrating the following payoff. Explore the vertical as a native. By means of a topic word, explore vertical native, the payoff invites bikers to buy Marco Godina tours by promising exclusive and hard trips through paths that only a local can know. This payoff launches a clear invitation message to a specific target biker, that is to say the ones that desire to do mountain biking and to discover unexplored routes in Dolomites through a local guide. Furthermore, it goes over. The use of the similitude focuses on the identity and values transfer. The tourist is invited to practice and live the mountain as an inhabitant, by taking the same attitude of respect towards the natural and social environment. Finally, this payoff unveils Marco's mission and values. To emphasize the hardness and the verticality of the tours, the payoff layout can be modulated on the slope line below the logo and use the same blue color code of the image. In this way you can perfectly integrate the payoff to the logo. Here is the ultimate result of this exercise: Marco Godina Dolomites Bike Tours. Why to use a brand? To distinguish your business and your products, to sign your ideas, to extend the success of a products to the new ones. So you need to consider attentively your brand positioning. That is to say, is the perception of a brand and of the related products in the consumer's minds, in relation to your competitors. Final suggestion. Make your brand as usable as you possibly can. When creating, you need to think that it shall be used on different electronic and material, colored or neutral supports. Make it smart in order not to badly affect or ruin the wow effect it can engage. To conclude, consider that time changes people and territories. Therefore, identity and values can be subjected to evolution. If the brand does not represent anymore the reality, it can be updated. Thus, you can start a process of brand refresh, to actualize the mark, or to rebranding, to redesign it de novo. Advice. Personal branding. Listen to the advice from Martin Lindstrom. Thank you for your attention.